Hopefully I can stop this. 9 Hydras and 4 Queens just kind of sitting here out in the outskirts of my base. No attack upgrade or anything. More Hydras coming in. Here we go. Here is the battle. I'm going to slow it down because there is a lot going on here. Dead Queen right there. Not too slow, I guess. 2 dead Queens. So Hydras, or the Queens, eat up a lot of damage. They do not take bonus damage from the Marauders, and they allow the Hydras to get a lot of shots, and so I'm able to fend off this attack pretty easily. I didn't kill too much, but oh, actually look at this. I'm gonna kill that Thor, and look at all these weak units. I just mopped that up a lot better than I thought I would, even throwing down a transfusion on my Hydra. So I'm gonna follow this attack up with a quick counter attack with these Hydras. 12 Hydras against what? Just a Thor, some Marauders and Marines, and a single medevac. So looking very good at this point. I should take this opportunity to counterattack and just bust out the eco, because I don't need to kill him right away. I've already destroyed his attack. He probably won't move in for some time now. But here we go. Another little skirmish here. Killing a lot of Marauders. I'm actually focus barring them just because this army is so small. Not able to kill that Marauder, but I am sending in more Hydras, a reinforcement here. Scrin is poking me. And am I going to kill this medevac with those Marines in it? No, he unloads. Trying to focus down this Thor. Thor goes down. 1 Marauder, 2 medevacs, and a lot of SCVs. Oh, there's another Thor, so those are going to finish off my Hydras. But if we look at the income, he is just blowing me out of the water. And I could have just spent all that time just kind of containing him with my Hydras outside this base and building a nice economy, maybe taking the high yield or this expansion right here, but I didn't. I made kind of a blunder attacking with those Hydras, so still very poor saturation on my expansion here. Just not really playing up to par, up to where I should be. Still only 1 Evo Chamber, just now getting that range upgrade. Tons of money here that I'm not even spending. There we go, a little bit of spending going on there. There's some Hydras. But at least I'm doing pretty well at injecting. So here are the Overlords and the Creep Tumors expanding towards his base, and I'm finally killing the high yield. Gonna put that down with my drone here, killing the SCV, which was scouting, and so he saw these Hydras near the high yield, so he can kind of assume that I am getting that high yield, but he is just continuing to mass Thors, mass infantry, and how are his upgrades? Not quite 1-1 yet, almost 1 attack, and just now researching 1 armor, but that is a lot of barracks. He is going to be going heavy Marines, it seems. Oh yeah, lots of Marines, not too many Marauders compared to the Marine count, which is kind of unusual. Most Terrans like to go more Marauders than Marines, but you know, I don't really know how they compare. I think Marauders do much better against Hydralisks. Second Evo Chamber is down, getting my second attack upgrade and an armor upgrade. And notice I am watching the outskirts of my base with 3 Overlords. I don't want him to do any kind of tricky medevac drop, which is very common with these positions very close, just separated by this little strand of water here, which has some pretty cool doodads in there actually. What is that? Is that a battle cruiser? That's pretty cool. Yeah, so there's that. Putting down another expansion here just because I had so many excess minerals, continuing to pump the Hydras out. And one thing I need to work on a lot is not Psylocking myself. I'm just kind of randomly mentioning that because I didn't actually do that right now, but I do tend to do that a lot. One rule of thumb to kind of know to prevent yourself from Psylocking yourself is every time a queen injects larva and the larvas pop, train 1 Overlord with whatever units you pop, because that'll kind of keep you at a steady supply count above what units you have. So like if I have, let's say, 1 larva on the hatchery and something pops, and I now have 5, maybe I'll get 4 Hydras and 1 Overlord or something like that. Just get what you need to pay for those units. So like 1 Overlord for 4 Hydras. But here we go, enough rambling on. Another big battle here. I'm trying to move up to get some better positioning, but those Thors are just tearing me up from behind. I don't have any Neural Parasite. I'm not focusing them down. This is a very close battle. Queen going up here. Is she going to be able to tank? No, not very much. This is very close. He has 2 Thors left, but I'm continuing to rally my Hydras, but I'm not focusing these Thors. I'm attacking separate Thors, so big mistake right there. He survives with 2 Thors and 3 medevacs, and he's trying to get this base up here, but he's not quite able to build it where he wants. Rallying with more Marauders and Marines, sending out Zerglings. Hydras, trying to mop this up as best I can, but you'll notice my queens are dead and I don't have any inject larva coming, so my larva is just so sparse at this point. Am I going to finish off this Thor? Yes, this Hydra is a hero Hydra, finishing off the Thor with 2-1 upgrades, a little better upgraded than him. He doesn't know I have this third base, so I have that going for me. I need to fight off this attack, retrain my queens, and macro up and just try to beat him that way. But I'm not able to save that hatchery, but the broodlings do give me a little bit of aid, and I'm able to clean that up finally. Look at his harvester count, 84, so very smart. No matter how many bases you have, is to just overproduce at your bases and use them for transferring later on. But nice drop by Everytime, kind of catching me off guard during this whole battle here, picking off a couple drones, and looks like he's going to try to focus down my hatchery. I'm reacting somewhat fast to it, but now down to 42 harvesters, half of his harvesters, and he's focusing it down a little bit too much. I pick off the medevac and he isn't able to take out that layer. Still 338 hit points. Finally getting a queen at each of my bases, maybe even a third one here. No. And it looks like I'm going to choose to transfer my drones from my main, which only had 4 very low mineral patches, to my second expansion, third base. Zergling's doing a little bit of a harassment, killing off the Marines that killed my Overlord, preventing him from landing a little bit longer, but now he's going to be able to use those 83 harvesters very, very well. So close game so far here. He's got me by the balls, you know, when it comes to macro, and I'm only mining off of 2 gases. What am I doing? Here we go, finally getting a 4 gases, but you cannot win games when you're getting Hydras if you only have 2 gas. So just now getting 4, and my minerals are just not looking too hot right now. Such bad saturation here. I don't know how that happened, but my saturation is just terrible. This is the worst macro game I've ever seen out of me. So hopefully I'll be able to pull it off still, but not really utilizing the Roach Warren or the Infestation Pit. I just don't have the money. Roaches aren't going to do squat against this army. But here we go, catching his units off guard, picking off a Thor, 2 Marauders, and a Marine while he was rallying his forces. But he has pincered me now with the medevac and a lot of stimmed Marines and Marauders, and he mops up my Hydra force. And this is where I GG, you guys. That was just a poorly played game by me. I just wanted to show you a loss because I have been showing you a lot of string of wins. And, you know, good players do have bad games, and this was definitely a bad game. This expansion, just poor saturation. I let him drop me. Bad things all around. Should have gotten Banelings when he went such heavy Marines with these Raxes as well. But that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching.